Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 has been out for the past couple of weeks, and I've been actually very eager to see it, which is interesting because my interest in MCU films in general has sort of been spotty ever since Avengers Endgame, which kind of closed out the franchise to me for a while. But then I really liked Eternals. I personally enjoyed Love and Thunder. But still, like the main bulk of the series, I had that finality to it. And Guardians 3 was delayed because of other things James Gunn had going on. Not to mention, Disney or Marvel, firing him and then bringing him back, which he had to do Suicide Squad before he came back to do this, and yada yada. But I heard some buzz about it, and I remembered, I actually really like the first Guardians, and I love the second, the one of the most impactful endings in the MCU with the second film with the Yondu. So I was like, yeah, okay, and I really like how James Gunn usually handles his films. I really enjoyed the Suicide Squad, so I got semi psyched up to see it after all, and I got to say it was well worth it because Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is a very, very good movie. Overall, just all the pieces together and the vibe of it and everything, I do think it is the best Guardians of the Galaxy film, and probably within the top 5 or top 10 of the MCU in general for me. It has that great mix that James Gunn really perfects with lots of organic humor and comedy, spectacular action, but then has that dramatic, emotional weight to it too that always kind of gets to you, when you aren't really ready for the capacity of that, of what it's actually capable of. But they really deliver here. I do think some of it has been sort of fan-generated hype or expectations as to what actually happens in this movie. We sort of create and fail our own expectations sometimes with that. But nonetheless, it still, ties up the Guardian story nicely. It does explore more of Rocket's past, and there are some disturbing things that are a bit hard to watch. I'm an animal lover myself. I'm sure you've heard about some of it. But it was nothing too overboard or grotesque necessarily. It just sort of goes for it in a way they may not be fully ready for this sort of movie. And it's effective with it, it has a purpose. But yeah, everyone was, very good performance-wise, probably the best overall action in the Guardians films. And really, really love this one.